Hello, welcome to the new video, I hope you like it. Today I want to talk about 20 of the strangest birds. Don't forget to like and subscribe, let's go to the video. There's no shortage of weird and wonderful birds on this planet. And you can credit the dinosaurs. The two-legged theropods gave rise to winged beasts that weighed in between 100 and 500 pounds. Most birds today are much smaller, and frankly less terrifying, than their ancestors. But their quirky plumage, bills, and markings carry on Dino's affinity for the strange. Unfortunately, many of the birds on this list are endangered, due to high levels of poaching, giving us all the more reason to appreciate their alluring patterns and charming behaviors. Number 1. Tufted Puffin. The tufted puffin is a surface-diving seabird acclimated to the colder waters of the North Pacific. It's the largest of all the puffin species and breeds between northwestern Alaska down through central California. The tufted puffin's golden plumes only appear during mating season. When this species is ready for nesting, they burrow into the edges of cliffs. Tufted puffins are skilled hunters who are able to catch and hold up to 20 fish in their mouths at a time in order to bring food back for the chicks. When tufted puffins mature and reach adulthood, they eat their fish underwater. Number 2. Helmeted Hornbill. Primarily found in the Malay Peninsula, Sumatra, Borneo, Thailand and Myanmar, the helmeted hornbill mostly munches on strangler figs and breeds just once a year, producing a single chick. We'll concede that this large bird looks a smidge like a rooster and a toucan had a love child, bringing together standout features like an elongated yellow beak, wrinkly throat patch, and a massive casque at the top of the head, which explains its name. The casque is so large that it actually makes up about 10% of the hornbill's weight. Sadly, though, this bird is a victim of heavy hunting, which has pushed the species to near extinction. This is largely because poachers kill the birds for their casques to create carved jewelry and ornaments. Number 3. Vulturine Guinea Fowl. With its distinctive coloring and blood-red eyes, the vulturine guinea fowl looks like an intimidating creature. The vulturine guinea fowl is also known as the royal guinea fowl and follows a diet that consists of seeds, rodents, small reptiles, insects, plus vegetation and fruits on occasion. This bird is native to East tropical African countries like Ethiopia and Kenya and thrives in dry desert conditions. The species is a fast runner and has the ability to fly, although it rarely does, save for when it needs to reach its roosting perch. Male vulturine guinea fowl usually maintain an aggressive posture and stance, while females tend to display more submissive body language. Number 4. Marabou Stork. Take one look at the African marabou stork, and it's plain to see this big bird is funky. From its hollow leg bones and toe bones, to its bald head, and the male's large air sacs, this thing comes in at a hulking 5 feet tall, with a wingspan of over 8.5 feet. The marabou's most peculiar feature is that large air sac, a red pouch that hangs from its neck. Males use it for courting purposes to woo a mate, just as other colorful birds, like peacocks, do. Connected to the left nostril, the sac inflates and acts as a resonator of sorts to create a loud croaking noise. Number 5. Spectacled Eider. The spectacled eider gets its name from the markings around its eyes that make it look like it's wearing glasses. This Arctic seabird is built to handle cold temperatures and thrives in the tundra, as well as western Alaska, where its main breeding ground lies. The spectacled eider's diet consists mostly of mollusks, but when summer rolls around, these birds have been known to munch on grass and berries. Number 6. Golden Pheasant. The golden pheasant is native to central and southern China. It's also known as the Chinese pheasant, where the people believe that seeing one indicates good luck and fortune and features an eye-catching array of colors and patterns. These little guys are omnivores whose diets consist of soft bamboo shoots, insects, berries, seeds, and flowers. They stay relatively small, usually maxing out at 1.2 pounds. Golden pheasants have the ability to fly but aren't very good at it, which is why they tend to stay grounded unless they need to get back to their roosts. Number 7. Andean Cock of the Rock. The Andean cock of the rock is Peru's national bird. These guys are native to South America and are usually found in tropical areas such as the rocky regions in the rainforests where they like to build their nests. The birds are easy to spot thanks to their bright coloring and the crest on their heads. You can tell the females apart from the males because the females' crest and coloring are duller and less intense than what's seen on males. Males tend to spend a lot of their time at breeding grounds, looking to attract mates with low-pitched, guttural throat noises. Number 8. Magnificent frigate bird. Frigate birds are a family of blackbirds who have giant beaks and whose males all have gigantic gular pouches. The 6 species cover a handful of superlatives: magnificent, great, and lesser, along with the Christmas and Ascension frigate birds. The magnificent frigate bird lives up to its description, owing to the fact that it has a giant, bright red gular pouch taking up a large portion of its body. But while the bird's appearance may be magnificent, their behavior is not. They're known for attempting to make other birds regurgitate their food so they may feast on it. Number 9. Rufous Patu. Patus are a lineage of ancient birds, distantly related to other extant species like the nightjar and frogmouth. Many of the species have a distinctive wide mouth and bulbous yellow eyes, making them look cartoonish. But the rufous patu, which lives in northern South America, mostly in Ecuador and Peru, has a few distinctive qualities. For example, the small bird is a camouflage expert, able to blend in with dead leaves, brush, and trees to hide in the understory, which is the area just under the topmost level of canopy leaves. It also lays its eggs inside branches to hide them from would-be predators. Number 10. Kakapo. The kakapo is a critically endangered, flightless parrot native to New Zealand. They're hefty boys, the heaviest of any parrot species. Even so, the birds are adept climbers, using their wings to balance as they jump between branches. The kakapo lives a mostly nocturnal life, sniffing out food with its well-adapted olfactory senses, but suffering from poor eyesight. The species was driven to the brink primarily by rats and dogs brought in by human settlers. Successful conservation programs have brought the number of individuals from 51 in 1995 to 149 today. Number 11. Kagu. A rare and flightless bird from New Caledonia, a French territory made up of a few dozen islands in the South Pacific. The kagu looks a bit like a heron, an egret, and a cockatoo, but actually has no close ancestors at all, according to the San Diego Zoo. Strangely, the kagu has large wings for its body, considering it's only about the size of a common chicken. Despite the fact that the kagu is a flightless bird, its wings do serve an important function. Parent birds flap its wings on the ground, looking injured, to distract incoming predators from attacking its chicks. Number 12. Watsin. The watsin has a distinctive plumage, but an even more distinctive smell, which has given this Amazonian native the nickname skunk bird. This is because the bird's herbivorous diet leaves it digesting leaves and plants like a cow. The smell also seems to repel would-be predators, including humans. The bird's call also sounds a bit like a crow with a cold. Its place on the bird family tree isn't well known, as it seems to be its only close relative. Number 13. Tawny frogmouth. The frogmouth family, a group related to the aforementioned patu, has a wide mouth meant for eating prey, as they're predominantly carnivorous birds that happen to be great at vermin control. For larger prey, the frogmouth may pulverize lizards and rats to make them easier to eat. They're also known to keep their mouth open and let insects come to them, snapping the mouth shut when a tasty treat comes their way. The tawny frogmouth lives in Australia, blending in seamlessly with local trees. Number 14. Scarlet iiwi. These Hawaiian birds are known for their distinct red color and unusual beaks, which are used for harvesting nectar. Though the bird is revered by native Hawaiians, the species is threatened by disease. It has the ability to hover in place, a trait it shares with the hummingbird, though the iiwi is more closely related to finches. Number 15. Burrowing owl. Most owls live in trees. Go ahead and guess what sets the burrowing owl apart. This owl, which is native to the Americas, takes over the ground burrows of small mammals like prairie dogs and ground squirrels, claiming them as their own and hissing like a rattlesnake when their home is threatened. They have an omnivorous diet that includes prickly pears, insects, seeds, rodents, and more. To punk fans, they're perhaps most immortalized in the song Stewart by the Dead Milkmen. Number 16. Indian Scops Owl. Scops owls are the genus of owls exclusive to the Old World, and the Indian Scops owl has a distinctive antenna-like brow. At around 10 inches, they're still one of the larger Old World owls. Their eye color also sets them apart from other Scops species. While not entirely unique to Old World owls, their inky black eyes break from the more typical yellow and black of other owls. Number 17. Western Parotia. Mostly found in Indonesia, the Western Parotia is a sexually dimorphic bird of paradise, meaning the male and female birds have different characteristics, beyond just their sexual organs. The male birds are entirely jet black, save for their white forehead stripes and an emerald green breast shield. They also feature wiry appendages that stick up from right behind each eye, lending to their name. Cephalata, the name of the species, is a Latin word that means to possess 6 threads. Females, meanwhile, have black heads, speckled throats, and a stripe on the face. The rest of the body is brown. Number 18. Southern Cassowary. If there's one bird on the list you don't want to encounter in the wild, it's the southern cassowary, the largest bird in the cassowary genus. These natives to Australia and Oceania are part of the larger family of ratites, giant birds like emus, ostriches, rheas, and the much smaller kiwis. The southern cassowary is known for its territoriality, and when provoked can use its large claws to maim or even kill humans. Part of the fatal blow is attained through their speed, which tops out just a hair over 30 miles per hour. Combine that with a sharp talon and you have a recipe for destruction. Number 19. Ribbon-tailed Astropia. Imagine a bird about 1 foot long, with striking green and blue plumage around its head. Now give that bird a 3-foot ornamental tail and you have this New Guinea native. These tail feathers, exclusive to the males, are the longest tail-to-body ratio in the whole class of birds. Like many male birds, the tails are a way to impress female birds, but in a funny and awkward twist, the males are known to get tripped up or caught on their own tails from time to time. Number 20. King of Saxony Bird of Paradise. Though it's within the larger family of birds of paradise, all of whom are quite striking, the King of Saxony Bird of Paradise is the only member of its particular genus. While the coloration of the bird is quite striking, the most notable characteristic is 2 large plumes extending from the back of its head, measuring up to 20 inches long in some cases. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye.